Madam Mayor, Sam Dehne would like to speak.
Sam Dehne, the Encyclopedia of Reno Government. Sam, that's me. I'm an Air Force Academy graduate. I've attended virtually every city council meeting since 1994. And I was in the middle, almost finishing up my workout, and somebody came running into the place and said, Sam, what are you doing here at the workout place? And I said, what do you mean? He says, there's a city council meeting going on. And so I rushed on down here. On the other hand, if I known you were going to be a half an hour late, I could have put a tie on and looked like these dignitaries in the back of the room here. Speaking of dignitaries, it made it worth my trip all the way down here to once again see the Super Bowl winning quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, Glenn Carano, back there, and his entourage. Anyway, I'm an Air Force Academy graduate. I've spent many years flying fighters and bombers and trying now. My life is dedicated to trying to save our city from the bureaucrats and other people. Oh, by the way, I was just going to come down here and say hi and then leave. But I noticed that you've got some critical item on the agenda today, something that I was instrumental in back long ago. As a matter of fact, for the folks who don't know it, Colonel Kazmierski, the head of EDON, has already anointed me as one of the driving forces that is bringing the beloved Tesla to Reno. And now we've got all this Tesla brouhaha going on, and people seem to have forgotten about the lifeblood of our community, the real lifeblood of our community. And what is that, among other things? Yes, I'm going to say something serious. It's our casinos. It's our casinos. There's a few other things that are important too, but right now I'm talking about our casinos. And what is the lifeblood of our casinos? One aspect of the lifeblood of our casinos is the bowlers, the people who come here to bowl. And now we've got the RSCVA, and I'm not going to speak on the agenda. I'm going to get out of here as soon as I'm finished. No cheering back there. Anyway, the bowlers are apparently trying to drive a little bit harder of a bargain, and they want to be, quote-unquote, subsidized a little bit more than they have been. And subsidization, that's kind of like you'd say a fancy word for a tax. And I've always spoken against taxes. But if you analyze this particular tax, subsidization, it is a great bang for the buck. If these people don't get what they're asking for, or almost what they're asking for, they might just stop coming to Reno, and that will not be a good thing. It will totally almost offset all of this good that's going to be brought to the Reno because of Tesla. So I'm here, and by the way, the people say, well, the RSCVA, it's not really paying its way or making a lot of money or whatever the word would be, but you got to think of it like this. The RSCVA as a function itself is not a doesn't need to be a money-making operation. What they need to do is be capable of bringing tourists to Reno so that we can have them have a good time and do good things. So I'm speaking in favor of this project that's on the agenda in a few minutes. And as I close out, I just remembered another thing. Well, the last time I was here, which I thought was going to be the last time this year, I went through a whole list of wonderful things to be thankful for in Reno, most of which I was responsible for, or at least a driving force for. But last time I forgot to mention, I talked about Burning Man, I talked about the Air National Guard, the kayaking course, the Children's Museum, but I forgot to mention one of my favorites. Sam was instrumental in creating and bringing, not creating so much, but at least supporting the Santa Crawl. The Santa Crawl. It's grown up, I almost look like I could have been in it today, huh? It's gotten up so there was something like 20,000 people, and they're helping the community give these folks what they're asking for.
That's all the public comment I have, Madam Mayor.